On a fleshy pink background, there are collaged body parts. Some anime, some superhero, some cartoon. A yellow beanie caps a head with a cobbled together eyeball, a mustache, and full pink lips. The piece comes together into something alluring and monstrous. But is this AI? We are drowning in AI. It's in your cereal box, it's in your dog. The bubble is gonna burst any day now. But what is it again? Is it the thing in the data centers guzzling all the water, or is it the thing that indigenous people are using to revitalize their language? Is it the thing destroying books, or making captions, or choosing what I watch, or masking out the background in this video? When everything gets labeled AI, the term becomes something that scholar Rua M. Williams calls the empty referent. An empty bucket we pour into whatever promise will get us our next round of funding, or whatever fear will get us across political divides. Hi, I'm Milo, here to practice imagining and building better worlds with art and technology and you. And if you'd like to practice with me, I'm looking for 100 people who would like to support me for $5 a month on Patreon. And today we're talking about how the boundaries of technology get drawn not for clarity or consistency or even usefulness, but to hoard power and resources. And if you stick with me to the end, we will practice new ways of drawing boundaries that build better worlds. Boundaries between what is good technology and what is evil technology, especially boundaries that are unerringly consistent, are a lot harder to draw than you might think. If you're an OG around here, you might remember this Venn diagram museum that my research collective LVR made literally a decade ago, thinking through this kind of categorization in VR space. But fights over categories and what counts as real knowledge or good technology have been going on for ages. So let's start our journey with a simple yes or no question. This is not rhetorical. Tell me in the comments. Is this an AI generated image? If you were at our recent Patreon livestream, you watched me Google AI generated images that already exist, screenshot them, and then collage them together live on stream. My rules were that I couldn't create any new pixels, only recycle old ones. This meant I could steal slop, stretch it out, erase it, and arrange it, but not use AI to generate new images or even draw new pixels myself. So, is this an AI generated image? What I'm asking you to do is what sociologists call boundary work. To understand how this works, let's investigate some ancient science writing from before I was even born. In 1983, Thomas F. Gyron publishes this paper called Boundary Work and the Demarcation of Science from Non-Science. And it's full of banger lines like, construction of a boundary between science and non-science is useful for scientists because it enables them to acquire intellectual authority and career opportunities, and denial of those same resources to pseudoscientists, which means that whether or not something counts as science goes a long way to determining if people doing that activity deserve power and resources. But the boundary wasn't cut and dry. He showed that science is no single thing. Its boundaries are drawn and redrawn in flexible, historically changing, and sometimes ambiguous ways. So there's no secret sauce to what makes science science. Not rigor, not experiments, not even getting predictions right. Every single thing we claim makes science special is either done every day by people we never call scientists or consistently missing from things we call real science. This video is a good example. I conducted a literature review. Instead of just relying on my own very good opinion, I sat down and read through existing blogs and podcasts and academic articles and historical writing. But while literature review is common, it's not a universal characteristic we can point to when we call something science. And which traits get chosen as the definitive ones depends on which characteristics best achieve the demarcation in a way that justifies scientists' claim to authority or resources, or to map a territory that only insiders are qualified to govern. Sounds familiar, right? Much of the AI industry comes down to drawing boundaries around who is and who is not allowed to govern the technology. But there are certainly counter-arguments. A commenter on one of my recent shorts said, AI is AI is AI. It does not matter where it comes from. It doesn't matter to them that the model that I used to make this video was trained on synthetic data. It doesn't matter that I only use it on images of myself, so there's no consent issue. It doesn't even matter that I ran the model locally on my machine and not on a data center. But to me, that's the tech equivalent of wellness grifters shouting chemicals, chemicals, chemicals. You've seen it. Influencers trying to convince you to cut out entire food groups while also trying to sell you an $80 supplement because the chemicals are gonna kill you. All while the registered dietitians are saying stuff like add, don't subtract, and dose matters. Dumping high fiber vegetables onto a bowl of packaged ramen gets you important nutrients, but outlawing the whole bowl through shame and restriction just destroys your relationship to food. Calling all uses of machine learning AI slop and saying that anyone who uses any machine learning for their creative output is a bad person, without looking at how it's deployed or where it gets its data from, or if it was used consensually, are fear-mongering boundary work. It passes an easy moral judgment while handing the actual power back to the AI evangelists. Because I used AI to make this video. But before you jump to conclusions, let me be super clear and specific. What I mean is that I wrote the script in Google Docs, which has built-in spelling and grammar checking, both powered by AI. I edited this video in Premiere, which automatically transcribes my speech and lets me cut a rough draft by editing text. I do have to fine-tune it later, but it does speed things up, then also generates a rough draft of captions. I also use a model called Matt Anyone 2 that separates me from the background. It runs locally on my computer, not on the cloud. It's like ramen. I care about serving nutritionally dense videos, so I put hours into the research and the writing and the editing and the drawing. But packaged noodles like text-based editing and AI matting mean I can get the meal to the table without burning out. So is this video AI slop or a font of human effort worth watching? Your answer depends on where you draw the line in the sand. Now we have all the research swimming around in our brains, let's practice for the future that we want. Where do you draw the line to decide if a system, any system, AI or not, is helping or just more slop? Is it the amount of human effort put in? Is it a personal metric, a community impact? And can you see an instance in which your boundary would be inconsistent or serve power? I'll pin mine in the comments. Drop yours below so we can practice making better worlds together. If you want to help Little Baby Channel grow, give me the like, give me the subscribe, give me all them hype points, and share it with someone that you want to practice building a better world with. And if you're able to support the research and production of these videos, come join me on Patreon. We do 2 exclusive live streams a month, and you can sign up to get real physical art in the mail, just like these little guys. One of a kind mixed media mini monsters. Okay, bye!